gonna be okay. Alright, full disclosure, I can't absolutely guarantee that, but I can guarantee this is gonna be the most amazing day of your life. Right, I better fill you in on what's going on and how.
Not sure how, but I've been thrown to the edge of time and space. Luckily, there are bits and bobs of tech debris out here that I've grabbed. Managed to cobble together a very basic time-space visualizer so I can keep an eye on you. Actually, we can do better than this. Hold on, I'm shifting devices.
I can talk to you using local tech, and believe you me, I'll need to keep in touch because, sorry about this, you're the only one who can help me save the universe. And oh yeah, I'm the Doctor. I'm sure that was the time glitch. Nasty and dangerous, but you better get used to them. Long story short, imagine the infrastructure of time and space is a hard drive, and all living matter, everything that ever was or will be, is software. Well, someone's unleashed a virus that's attacking the hard drive and the software, meaning reality itself is being hacked, wiped, degraded. This reality virus is corrupting the past, present, and future. Now, I need you to check out the washing machines. And when you do, please don't freak out. Those creatures are walkthroughs. Vicious amphibians, sometimes used as guards by races like the Stenza and Zygons. They're deadly carnivores with no table manners and a taste for human flesh. They shouldn't even be in this system. We can thank the reality virus for them showing up here. Right now they're incubating, but that won't take long. Then they'll smash out of the machines, so you've got to get out of there sharpish. Looks like there's only one exit, through the back door in the manager's office. Be careful, and whatever you do...
Go on, have a shifty round. Explore. Great work with the fuse box. Give this place a quick once over, would you? As I was being taken, I managed a bit of trans-magickery pokery. I popped a little present in the safe for you. But before you ask, I can't send anything else. Not from here. Anyway, open the safe, grab your present, and use it to unlock the door. You've got to find the combination to the safe. It's 4 digits. If it was my combination, I'd go for 1019 personally. Lowest 4 digit safe prime number, obviously. But I bet the manager used a pair of 2-digit numbers. Numbers that meant something to him. Have a poke around and see if you can find out what they were. We could really do with a hand from Yaz, Ryan and Graham right about now. They're pretty good at following clues and finding things, but they're busy on secret missions for me at the moment. You can't see me, but I'm tapping the side of my nose, dead mysteriously. I'll explain more later. Take the photo frame and see if there's anything written on the back of it. Oh, that's got to be a part of it. 14. Ace! But you still need another 2-digit number, so keep looking. And get your skates on, because the Hydrox are almost done incubating, and trust me, you do not want to be around when they break free. Were there any other photos? Back by the washers? Take the photo frame and see if there's anything written on the back of it. Get in there! That'll be it. Try to open the safe using the 2 sets of numbers you found. Try to open the safe using the 2 sets of numbers you found. Try to open the safe using the 2 sets of numbers you found. My sonic screwdriver, so don't lose it. Actually, I'll show you a nifty little trick to keep it safe when you're not using it. Super handy that. Grab the sonic then. Word of warning, the Hydrox are on the verge of breaking out, so you better get a move on. You need to unlock the door using the sonic. Try the back door. See if you can get out. Sorry to interrupt. Do me a favour, would you? Plonk this old radio on the workbench. I can get through to you easier if it's out in the open. Thanks. Look, that door won't hold the Hydrox for long. We've got to get you out of there as fast as we can, so you've got to knock up a nifty little device that'll help you escape. You're going to need 3 things. First, the radio I'm speaking to you through. We can take that one off. You'll also need a power source, some sort of battery, and something to transmit a signal. A satellite dish would do. Hop to it then. Find those items and put them on the workbench. Lovely. Now plonk it on the workbench next to this radio. Don't want to worry you, but the Hydrox are getting stronger and I'll soon be through that door, so get a move on. Top stuff. Go you. Sonic the carb on it. That might open it so you can see if there's anything in there that could help. You've just got to get one more. A battery! Result. Put that car battery on the workbench. There's got to be some kind of powerful battery in this old junkyard. Right, use the sonic on them. That's it. Signal of maximum power. Oh, you are gonna love this bit. Oh, something's happening. Not good.
laundrette, mate. That's what I call a clean getaway. No? Oh well, suit yourself. But hey, my TARDIS, Hydrox, a reality virus. Told you it was going to be amazing, but newsflash. Now we've got to get on and somehow save all of creation. Right? This is going to be fun. Welcome aboard. Come in then. Make yourself at home. Wish I had time to give you a guided tour, but we're up against it. We can't get distracted. So, here's the skinny. Do people still say here's the skinny? What actually is the skinny? Never understood it, to be honest with you. I mean, sorry, easily distracted. Big picture. I'm marooned at the end of time and space. I have to cobble together a vortex manipulator to get back to where I should be. That way, I can deal with the reality virus and whoever created it. But I need 3 pieces of Zyton to power the manipulator through the time vortex. Getting the Zyton is where you come in. And if you want a reminder of what's at stake, take a look behind you. That's what's at stake. Your world and countless others. So you've got to find those 3 pieces of Zyton. And let's get one thing absolutely straight. One very important thing. We are so calling them time crystals from now on, because that sounds way cooler. The hologram's going to be patchy from now on. I'm guessing it's the reality virus messing with the visuals. Okay, get back to the console and I'll tell you what needs to be done. The TARDIS has switched to autopilot mode. Don't take it personally, just doesn't know you yet. But there's some stuff autopilot doesn't cover. You have to locate the first time crystal yourself. That panel you can see is your interface with the TARDIS. Step up to it and I'll guide you through what you need to do. Ready? Okay, as a wise man once said, Allons-y! Never mind. Have another go. Oh, you're getting good at this. Not quite as fast as my PB, but you're knocking at the door. Well, you're approaching the porch, driveway, cul-de-sac, whatever. Give it another go. Once you step outside the TARDIS, I won't be able to communicate with you. At least not this time. The local auto defences won't allow it. I have a feeling you won't be on your own for long though. But you've got to get a shift on. With the reality virus and all the time glitches, nothing is stable. Remember, Get that first time crystal back to the TARDIS. Without it, I'll be trapped forever, and the universe is toast. Good luck. You can do this.
You. I couldn't wait to see you again. Look, I've got to be quick because there's a time glitch right imminent. So just listen to me. You're on Lucia Minor. Everyone thinks everything is okay, but it's not. The glitch that's about to happen will change everything. His lifesteps will have invaded this place, and with them, the Tasmans. But you can't help. You have to help. Yeah.
You're here, at last. I'm Emma, in case you were ever going to get around to asking. And if you want some free advice, I'd get the hell out of there, like Toot Sweet. Because the Tasmas are hungry tonight. It's really dark, isn't it? We could probably use some light. Check out that box. Maybe the people camping here left something useful behind. Don't hang around too long. Those things know you're here. Those campers were engineers. I think they were working in the caves. You should probably head there. If anyone tries to eat you on the way, well, don't say I didn't warn you. Here's a tip. When you're in a deep, dark wood full of things that want to sink their teeth into you, maybe don't hang around. Crack on, yeah? These plugs look like they can be moved. The plugs need to be placed in the right sockets before you can flip the switch and activate the lift. that diagram to help you find the right positions. These plugs look like they can be moved. The plugs need to be placed in the right sockets before you can flip the switch and activate the lift. Oh, come on! You can do better than that! Use that diagram to help you find the right positions. These plugs look like they can be moved. Until you're sure the plugs are in the right positions. The plugs need to be placed in the right sockets before you can flip the switch and activate the lift. Make sure the plugs are in the right sockets first, then try the lever. Use that diagram to help you find the right positions. Until you're sure the plugs are in the right positions. These plugs look like they can be moved. Make sure the plugs are in the right sockets first, then try the lever. Don't pull the lever until you're sure the plugs are in the right positions. normally dish out compliments, but you're a lot smarter than you look. Control isn't here before. Those engineers must have hidden it for a reason. Well done, mate. To rescuing me. And to getting your hands on that time crystal.
Welcome to the SS Lucia Minor, the largest starship in N-space, with over 2,000 environments realized for your enjoyment. This flight is now sponsored by the friendly assassins of Bulgaria's 5. If someone you know is mildly irritating, or has the cheek to be more attractive than you are, why not have them incinerated by a member of our helpful customer care team? First target, only 200 Talmars. Terms and conditions apply. We're now passing through Zone 7. Have a nice day.
You have to find a way to unlock it, so you can get to me.
state-of-the-art stuff. I helped to install it. So if you want to take control of this ship and set me free, you're going to have to get busy with some lasers. Somehow be redirected into the main chamber. I think we can use these things to bounce the lasers around. That'll come in handy. Tried it. Come to think of it, I never did solve it. That bodes well, doesn't it? Those cranks look like they make the mechanism spin.
Those lasers can be used to open and close the doors on this ship. And that includes the door to the bridge. lasers. You'll need to get your hands on as many of them as you can. The funny thing about lasers is, yes, they can blind you in the blink of an eye, but they can also be bent and bounced around quite easily. Isn't too far ahead. I'm starting to get this weird feeling. Could it be pride? No, false alarm. It's just indigestion. The ship's taken quite a beating. Once you come and set me free, I'll have to start the repair process right away.
We left our home world many overnights ago.
We began our journey. It's been a journey with so much hope. actually said we were mad. But we wanted to push ourselves.
Prove ourselves.
Gain more followers. But there was a malfunction in our beauty. There was a malfunction in our vanity. There was a malfunction in our life support systems.
Meanwhile, a secondary fault in the SS Lucia Miner's navigation systems condemned our ship to float in a void of nowhereness for all eternity.
But now you have found us.
Now you can help us.
We know you seek the time crystal.
If you repair the ship's systems and set us free, we will help you. We will take care of you.
These must be the systems the Leicesters said needed repairing. Oh, come on! Do your thing and get fixing! There must be something we can do. Have a look around. Maybe the lift circuitry needs to be reset.
You did it! You've restored all systems. I'm getting to like you. And at last, we meet properly. Face to face. I'm Emma. Sorry, we've already done that. Just so pleased you're here to rescue me. I've been locked up for ages. I'm over here. Over here. You're looking right at me. It's me. Emma. Help me. Help me!
And I'm back in the room. The minute you entered the flight deck, the ship's systems reverted to normal. Like taking your phone off airplane mode, meaning I can contact you through local tech. But Emma, I am sorry. I'm so sorry. You were originally the Lucia Miner's emergency life support system, designed to protect the ship's crew. When the Leicesters took over the craft and killed them, you couldn't accept that loss. You adopted the characteristics of a crew member, probably your favourite. And over the years, you've come to fully believe in the construct you created. But Emma, I recognise you as an emergent new life form and promise to transfer you to a more appropriate system. In other words, I will get you out of there.
Oh, I failed to protect the original crew of this ship, but I will not lose you or your friend. My friend. Here's what I've learned from the ship's computers. The Leicesters feed on attention, and without it, they'd evolve into Tasmas, mute, feral hunters banished from the Leicester community. They killed most of the ship's original crew. But now power's been restored. They've set a course to powerbomb a sun. The ship's drive unit will cause a supernova, and dozens of planets will be obliterated. The Leicesters plan on getting away using escape capsules.
Of course. The Leicesters know the Shadow Proclamation will hold them accountable, but they'll reckon being put on trial for genocide will give them all the attention they crave. Emma, I need you to change the ship's flight plan and unlock the time crystal we came here for. Can you help?
Oh, the Leicesters have locked me out of the system. Oh, but there's a manual override.
Right then, my human friend. You're up. We need to put Emma in the driving seat, so you've got to override those 3 control terminals. Charge them with the sonic. Brill, keep going.
Brilliant. I can access the time crystal and eject it from the unit.
first dibs on dramatic entrances. Well, grab it then.
I've managed to transmit the TARDIS into the main body of the ship. Go to it, now! Save yourself. There's no time to rescue me. But I've managed to change the Lucia Minor's course. She'll crash into the deserted planet, destroying the Slicers and me. Now go!
Before you go, quickly, sonic the emergency life support system. The panel with the flashing lights. Quickly!
Goodbye!
That was a kindness. No, you haven't got much time to escape. Go through the door that just opened and get back to the TARDIS.
Artificial gravity systems are now failing. Repeat. Onboard gravity now failing. All life support systems corrupting. Oxygen supply diminishing. Collision with planet imminent. Chances of survival 0%. Thank you for flying with the SS Lucia Minor. We hope to welcome you aboard again in the afterlife. Have a nice day.
Well done you! You've got us the first time crystal. We just need 2 more, then I can escape and save the universe from the reality virus. Sounds easy when you say it quickly, doesn't it? But you know what? You managed to get something else very important. When you zapped the controls, you downloaded Emma into the sonic screwdriver. I offered the Slicers the same chance of escape, but they chose to go out in a blaze of... well, you can't really call it glory. Okay, we've got a second time crystal to get our mitts on. When you were on Lucia Minor, Medipods implanted a nanotranslator into your brain. You won't have felt a thing, and they're harmless. The TARDIS is going to transmit Emma's thoughts into the translator, so you'll be able to hear her wherever you are. All the knowledge she extracted from the ship's databanks is now in her memory. I reckon you and Emma are going to make a great team. At least I hope so. If you don't, it's end of the world time, so no pressure then.
I know this probably feels weird. Me, talking to you like this via the nanotranslator in your brain. I can talk to you, offer advice, process readings and data and stuff like that, but I can't help you in any physical sense. Soz. Activate the TARDIS when you're ready.
Hello, London. Year's a bit fuzzy, but end of the Victorian era, I'm guessing. And from the readings the TARDIS is relaying to me, I'd say the time crystal is... oh, you know what? I think it's in the time cabinet of the late but unlamented Magnus Greel, which makes my spidey senses start to tingle big time. Let's take a closer look where we are. I can't guide you this time, I've got too much to do back here, but Emma will help you. Like I said, the TARDIS is going to patch her directly through to you. She should be able to track the time crystal, so get out there, find it, bring it back, and don't hang about. Evil and me go way back, and I can't put my finger on it, but somewhere out there, evil is waiting. Good luck.
get a load of this. This place looks deserted, but I can sense something. I can't make sense of the readings I'm getting. Have a look around. Let's see what we can find out. There's all kinds of cool gizmos in here. Check out that old cylinder phonograph by the window. How do you reckon you get it to play? It looks like a couple of the pieces are missing. I'm thinking this old phonograph is here for a reason. You know, sound for those machines was stored on wax cylinders. Search the room. Maybe you can find one. There must be a lever thingy to wind the phonograph up somewhere around here. A perfect fit. Wind it up and let's see if it still works.
Good evening, my friend. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sir Manfred Grail, collector of objets d'art and singular ephemera. I know who you are. And your companion, Emma. Does that surprise you? It shouldn't. You have invaded my home before. Many times. I'm aware you seek the cabinet of Magnus Greel and the crystal within. You've done well to get this far, mon camarade de guerre. You are brave and resourceful. And so I'll give you one piece of crucial information and a warning. Although why I should is beyond me, as I cannot hope to profit from it. But this is vital. If you are to reach the cabinet, you must... But this is vital. If you are to reach the cabinet, you must... Special lift. Learn its mysteries, and it will take you to the crypts below my home. Here you will find the cabinet, and the time crystal which it holds. Your prize. But every prize must have its perils. Where would be the fun if it was as easy as simply finding the cabinet? No, no, no. That wouldn't do at all. It is protected. That warning I promised you. The cabinet is guarded by my angels. Although I suspect that since the changes, they may no longer be my angels. I fear they are coming, and will destroy me as they will surely destroy you too, my friend. My final warning, whatever you do, don't... No. No. No!
Manfred dead now? Manfred big fat boy, but Angel's still hungry. Angel's still hungry. Angels feast on you. Angels feast on you. Angels eat you. We're coming to get you. We're coming to get you. Cry baby bunting. Doctor's friends have gone a-hunting on to fetch the precious stones. But the angels eat your bones.
You know what the scary thing is? The voices aren't coming from the phonograph anymore. Do me a favour. Give that crank on the phonograph another spin. And let's see what this room will look like when we've left. Well, we've got a swanky new room to explore. Hop to it. I wonder if there might be something helpful which isn't here. Yet. Hey, check out the cylinder phonograph. Try winding it up. Look at that huge painting above the fireplace. It's... yuck. Bugs. Some of these fancy books match the bugs in the painting above the fireplace. When I was rummaging through the TARDIS database, I read about an ancient collection of enchanted books that could only be activated by fire. You don't suppose these books could be from that collection, do you? I hate to ask, but you may need to start burning some of these books. Whoa! Look at that flame! I think we're on the right track. Maybe the books need to be burnt in a certain order. The painting! That must be it. Place the books in the same order as the stages of the life cycle of the Firefly. Okay, and the next one. Sorry, Grail. It's for the good of the universe. Whoa. I did not expect that. Let's follow it.
Free me. Use the flames.
What a creepy painting. Did that painting just move?
Set me free. Flames are key.
I'm thinking we listen to the demon painting before she gets annoyed.
Bring me home into the light. That door. Someone just opened it. That really was not nice at all. A key! Wait a second. The insignia matches the lock on the base of that phonograph. You've found it. Well played, Sherlock. You have in your hand a trionic lattice, also known as a time key. Put it in your pocket for now. I reckon it'll come in handy later on. Guess we're getting in that. How about you leave me in the TARDIS for this one? No? The readings I'm getting are off the chart. Oh, the crypt is absolutely infested with angels. So just get to the cabinet. Open it using the time key. Grab the time crystal and get the hell out of there. And whatever you do, don't blink. Don't even blink. It's the time crystal! Grab it before the angels decide you're a threat. You did it! And I'm using the power of the second crystal to get through to the Doctor. See if she can get the TARDIS to materialize inside the building, so we can vamoose before the angels figure out a way to follow us. Uh-oh. Looks like the generator is out. Suppose we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Look, we can still get out of this place. Let's make a start by winding the crank on that generator unit. The one on the wall up ahead. Good. Now we just have to wait for the lift to reactivate. Keep your wits about you. the lever. You're safe. You've got the time crystal. Everything is going to be fine. I think. Well, that didn't last long, did it? According to the TARDIS database, Weeping Angels have a unique self-defense mechanism. Long story short, keep them in sight and we should be okay. You're nearly there. Just hang on and the lift doors will open. The doors are open. Quickly, pull the lever. That's it. The power is on. But the lift doors need a moment to open. You've got this. The doors are open. Quickly, pull the lever. Okay, don't give up now. We're getting closer to the TARDIS. I can feel it. That's it. We just need to wait for the lift to reinitiate before we can pull the lever. Elevator's open! We're good to go. Okay, so that's why the Weeping Angel in the painting gave us the key. It wasn't helping us. It wanted us down here, so we'd have to face these angels. You made it! Great! Now, let's get back to the TARDIS. Whoa! I'm glad to be back. Things got pretty hectic back there. We make quite a good team, don't we?
What took you so long? While you've been sightseeing and taking it easy, I've been doing the donkey work and finding out what's behind the reality virus. First things first, though. I can detect a force is trying to fix us in a tractor beam. I'm not having that. I'm going to remote pilot the TARDIS away from Earth. Back in a tick. And you might want to find something to hang on to.
Okay, pull the activation lever and let's go.
Nicely done. We've landed on... Let me see... Metabilis 4. Ah well. It's better than Metabilis 3, but nowhere near as good as Metabilis 1 or 2. They were great. I told you I've been tracking down what was behind the reality virus. Well, now I know, and it's not good news. But if you're risking your life to help me, I think you deserve to know the truth. Emma, maybe you can generate some images to go along with what I'm telling you. Right then. Billions of millennia ago, when the universe was fragile and new, planets formed and stars began to burn. And at some point, no one really knows when, the very first sentient life form in all of creation was born. Or maybe I should say, she began to exist. The universe's first creature with conscious awareness was, by definition, all alone in the world. She spawned more of her own species, nurtured them. She was the very first mother. The cosmos expanded. Planets and stars became vast galaxies, and life spread throughout countless systems, throughout centuries. And that first sentient being, let's call her the First, while she slept for billions of years. That's the prototype for all consciousness. The First had design faults, teething problems, the most serious of which was very obvious. She didn't know how to die. When she was revived, she looked on in absolute horror at what her children had turned into. Their warfare and cruelty and brutality all appalled her. She felt duty-bound to right these wrongs. She was compelled to destroy her creations, to eradicate all sentient life, to return the universe to how it had been when she gazed across the first horizons, to atone. The First has evolved into a super intelligent but very damaged figure. She's experienced many forms over the years, but now, I believe, she's humanoid. She sees herself as simply escalating a process that species right across the universe are already hell-bent upon. She's nurturing conflict and chaos and destruction so she can end their plight and begin anew. She's not a god, and she's not evil. She wants redemption. She wants another chance. She wants children who love her and each other. And we have to stop her.
So that's who's behind the reality virus. That's who we're up against.
That's who we're up against. We're close, though. Get hold of the final time crystal, and the TARDIS can get all three of them to me, so I can get back to where I should be, and, save the universe. It's what I do best. I just want to warn you, though. The TARDIS has sensed the First is near. The danger's never been greater. Be careful.
Whoa! Look at this place. Hey, I don't want to be that guy, but I've already got some bad news. The sands that blow across the surface of this planet are somehow blocking my Zyton readings. That means you're going to have to find the last time crystal the old school way.
You are welcome, visitors. Enjoy the serenity and grace of our world.
I think it's the planet itself welcoming us. I've had a quick squiz through the local archives, and this place is known as the Temple of the First. That can't be a coincidence. Look, I'm not jumping for joy at the prospect of going in there. But it is the most likely place to find the final crystal. We've got to check it out. This seems to be the entrance. So how do we get in? That's it. Keep doing that. I think it's working. Good old soul. It's the time crystal. Ah! I didn't think it'd be that easy. Right. I may have spoken too soon. Hey, at least it can't get any worse. I'm thinking we gotta go through those big doors. That's where you come in. There's no time like the present, mate. I know you're scared. I am too, but you know, upwards and onwards. Looks like that's it. Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful. Shh! Don't be too loud. Daleks can detect even the slightest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow. We need to distract it somehow.
Scanning for the intruder!
Try distracting the Dalek by throwing some of that debris across the room. That was a close one. Okay, I've tapped into the TARDIS database. And you know I said things couldn't get any worse? Yeah, well, I was wrong. Remember that time glitch? Well, now we're in a future where the Daleks invaded the planet. They're trying to work out how to harness the power of the time crystals. The more immediate problem, I'm picking up signals from a bunch of Daleks, all pretty close to where we are now. I'm guessing more cheese graters from hell. Stay sharp, okay? And stay out of their sight.
Dalek Command reports that Earth has fallen. Our empire stretches from Skaro to New Spyridon. We must reign supreme. The Dalek Empire must be universal. The new power source will unlock total dominion for the Daleks. Reports indicate the presence of temporal anomalies. Explain. Sensors detect disturbances in the fabric of time and space. Reality is being dislocated. Anomalies must not distract us from our destiny. There is only one reality. Correct! An incorruptible reality. Daleks are the one pure race. All other species must be exterminated. Daleks rule supreme. All other life forms will be exterminated. Exterminate! Daleks rule supreme!
Looks like the same door from before. We can't reach the trigger from here. You'll have to improvise. Maybe you could activate it from a little way off. Let's see how good your aim is. Great shot! Nice one!
Message to Dalek Command. Artron energy has been detected. We believe the temple has been breached by an associate of the Doctor. The intruder will be destroyed. All combat units patrolling the temple. Intruders must be exterminated. Unit patrol completed in Area 8. Investigation successful. The item poses no threat to Dalek supremacy. Possible intruder detected. The human has escaped. The intruder must be found. Unit patrol completed in Area 8. Death to commencing analysis of object. Evaluate. Investigations. Possible diversion detected. I will. Security sensors have locked onto unidentified object. Investigation successful. The item poses no threat to Dalek supremacy. Possible unauthorized object detected. I must examine and destroy. Intruder detected. Identify yourself. Intruder detected.
How many of these things are there? We need to get that door open.
Unsanctioned activity in temple. Investigate! Investigate! Scanning for the intruder.
Wow. That was intense. Can you imagine what it's like to be the Doctor and do this kind of stuff all the time? For me personally, I'll take the TARDIS database over killer aliens any day of the week. I don't think these ones are occupied, so to speak. You're not thinking what I'm thinking, are you? We need to reach that time crystal, but it looks like this is a dead end. We've got to return to the stone dais before the Daleks get their hands on it. Well, I say hands. Maybe we could hop in and take a ride inside a Dalek. It'd be the perfect disguise. The perfect, highly weaponized, fully armored disguise. How are there so many of them here? Great minds really do think alike. Okay, I'm gonna control the movement, because I'm pretty sure I'm a better driver than you. You take care of the shooty bits. And just so you don't freak, I've altered the power setting on the weaponry you'll be using. When you blast a Dalek, you're only taking out its casing. You're not actually killing the creature inside. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's do this. Fire!
The intruder must be eliminated!
Through those doors. Watch out for that drone!
My casing has suffered catastrophic damage. I have failed. I have... is impaired. I cannot see. My status immobilized. The Daleks will take vengeance for your brutality.
Look, a modular power-up. Destroy it, and your hand cannon will rise to power levels over 9,000.
I have been rendered inoperative. Must be punished by extra. The human has damaged me. I must retaliate. Retaliate. Massive damage sustained. It is dead.
seems.
My sense of the human has rendered me inoperative. Let the creature's blood pay for this ignominy. Massive damage sustained. Synthetic tissue regeneration initiated.
I can sense the time crystal. We're almost there. The final crystal is in there. Blast that dice and get us out of here. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. The dice is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Shoot those power nodules and leave the dice exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dice. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Come on, we're so close. Dig deep and let's do this. Grab that power up. The dice is protected by an energy force field. We need to disable it. Shoot those power nodules and leave the dice exposed. Those power nodules need to be disabled. It'll give us a brief window to destroy the dice. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Whoa. A Dalek casing. It's gone. Oh man, I was starting to feel at home in there. There must be a way to activate this stone dais. The TARDIS? What? What's it doing here? We've got to go in and see what's happening. What the? What's going on? The TARDIS has been destroyed. We're too late. She's wiped out reality. Okay, we're in the inner temple of the First, and here she is. Don't try anything rash. She's unbelievably powerful.
Unbelievably powerful. You say it like it was a bad thing. Power, in the right hands, can be beautiful. And you don't have to worry about my omnipotence. After all, Mother knows best. I only wanted what was best for my children. Would you hold that against me? Could you hold that against any parent? The only difference is, I have the power to make my resolve become reality. I will give you a second chance. I will give all living creatures rebirth. And before that rebirth, I ask for only one thing: your death. Universal annihilation in exchange for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow. Talk about tough love.
I love you all. Good night.
I'm gonna need your help more than ever now, because the universe is hanging by a thread. The reality virus has deleted the TARDIS interior and wiped out almost everything. But hey, I love a good almost. And right now, that almost says to me, you can still do this. You can fight it. You can come back. Because this time round, I found out very quickly that sometimes all it really needs is a leap of faith.
In the land of the living, are you? The doctor filled me in. Turns out she didn't need the Zyton. But she did need you to visit all those places to collect the time crystals, because she knew the First was watching her, and by extension, watching you.
Those locations were the last things in the First's memory, and so they're virtually the last snatches of reality to be destroyed. I've hidden 3 items, one in each of 3 environments.
The doctor disguised the items, but all of them has something unique about their physical appearance. A clue that suggests they're bound up with the First in some way.
I'll explain later, but when they're placed together, they'll form a device powerful enough to deal with the First. I hope. Because the universe is so fractured, to reach a location that still exists, you just have to visualize it. That's what you've got to do now. I can't help you, because the voice you're hearing now is a simple psychic projection while I keep the First busy.
First, you must remember the office from the London laundrette. Let your memories guide us to where we need to go now. I'm losing you.
Our neural connection's drifting. Can you still hear me?
Is there anything in there that looks familiar? Anything that stands out? Any markings? When you see it, grab it. Great! And our neural connection is strengthening. Our optic connection is getting clearer. Start looking for the second piece. You got it. We need just one more piece, which means one more memory.
What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to interfere with my plans?
Ignore her. Just find the third object, and let's get out of here. You did it! We've got the final piece of the device. I'm gonna pull you back to the temple, so we can put the 3 pieces together. We're back. Oh, what happened? The objects, they're here, but what do we do now?
You're too late. Don't you see that? I'm redeeming my children, giving you all a second chance. Why would you fight against that? Happy Mother's Day.
I think we need some help. Doctor, what now?
My lot, my people, they reckoned the First might make it here someday, so they created a device powerful and ingenious enough to send her back to her beginning. It was too dangerous to leave lying about. So I split it into 3 and hid it. I knew the First would be watching me, so I needed you to make sure those locations were amongst the last to exist, and that you could get back to them. That was crucial. You had to know them really well. I've appealed to the First to let us continue to live our lives, offered her a truce. She refused. So now you have to send her back to the genesis of time using the device you've assembled. You've hardly any time left.
I know what you've got to do. You've got to sonic the device.
It! You...
Think of me kindly when I'm gone. When you see a sunset or flowers, remember my love for you. I only wanted what was best for my children. For you.
Well, I don't want you to get too big for your boots, but guess what? I reckon you just saved the universe.
The First's been flung back to the beginning of time, but she's not dead. Without her, the virus ceased to exist and reality has snapped back into place. But because the First lives, she's effectively in a time loop. She will try time and time again to unleash the virus and wipe out all of sentient creation. Her threat will recur over and over. She will always return, which is why you must always be there to stop her. I'm taking you back to where it all started, the little laundrette in London. I'm sorry I misled you. I had to. I let the First kidnap me, and I had to let her think I was done for. I knew she might intercept some messages and knew she wouldn't be worried about you collecting Zyton. Why would she? She thought she was invincible. But all the time I was working with you. I only work with the best, and I knew you fitted the bill. I always know. And before you go, one more thing. Emma, I've downloaded her consciousness into a synthetic person. Someone you might recognize. Away from all this, she's living a happy life because of everything you did, and she is so grateful. We've landed. The TARDIS has brought us home. Recognize this place? Go on. Take a look. You're gonna have to do it all over again to save the universe, and steady. You'll feel disorientated for a second or two. That's because we've shorted out the time differential, but you'll be okay in a tick. Right, this is goodbye. For now. Just Just 2 more things. 1, thank you. Really, thank you for everything. And 2, you remember Emma told you she'd always be your friend?